Should we as Christians respect everybody or respect all beliefs? Genesis chapter 4, verses 4 and 5 say, "And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell." So to kind of set the stage for this, if you're unfamiliar, Cain and Abel are some of the first two children ever born, and this is when they're adults. And Abel, he has animals that, he herds and he raises, and he offers that to God, which is what God wanted. And Cain, he offers God produce, which is not what God wanted. And so Cain thinks that he can just kind of give anything to God. And we today think that we can just give anything to God, that we can just, do whatever we want. And we're doing God a favor by giving him our time or giving him our money, or by, just presenting anything in front of him and saying that, this is my sacrifice, this is my worship. But look here, it says that God does not respect it. Exodus chapter 32 verses 20 says, "And he took the calf which they had made and burnt it in the fire and ground it into powder and strawed it upon the water and made the children of Israel drink it." And so the backstory with this one is that the man who did this is Moses, and he is up on Mount Sinai, I believe it's Mount Sinai, for 40 days talking to God. And down below, good grief, Aaron is left in charge of the children of Israel, and things go haywire. And just, in about 40 days or so, they're like, "Hey, we didn't know God." And Aaron, he feels, conflicted. He's like, "What am I going to do? The people, they are demanding things of me." And so he tells them to collect all of their gold jewelry, and he melts down and makes them a golden calf for them to worship. And God gets wind of it, and he tells Moses, "You need to go back down there because they're out of control." He goes down there, and he's furious, and he does this. Does this look like someone who is respecting their belief? Does this look like someone who is just going to tolerate anything that's going on? No. And Psalm 119:104 says, "Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way." And so we as Christians, we are not to just respect all beliefs or to respect everybody. There are people that God hates, and we should hate the enemies of God. We should not hate our enemies, people that do things to us personally, but people who hate God and people who dedicate their life to opposing God and to fighting God, those people are our enemies by association. And so if they hate God and if God hates them, then we should hate them too. You're not doing anybody any favors by lying to them and telling them that their belief system is just as good and what they're doing is just as fine. If someone is doing something that's destroying their lives or doing something that's not good, because I get understanding through Christianity, I hate every false religion. I don't have respect for false religions. I don't have respect for Islam or Hinduism or Buddhism or Catholicism or any other false religion, because they're all sending people to hell. And they're lies. And so I don't respect lies. And as a Christian, it is not good and nice and thoughtful of us to just go along to get along. We need to be in the world, but not of it. And we also need to stand and rebuke things when the time comes. And so we're not, to just strive with everybody for any reason. But if the time comes when someone asks you, "What do you think?" or, if you're ever put in a position where you need to take a stand, then that's what you need to do. You need to take a stand and say that, yeah, you can believe whatever you want. You have the right, having free will. You can believe and live however you see fit, but that doesn't make it right. And as a matter of fact, it is not. And do not, respect all beliefs. Do not respect everything that people decide to do with their time and with their life, because it could be fine, but it could be something that's really bad, and we do not need to give our stamp of approval to any trash that people decide to just go along with.